This is an exercise for G major chord, learning to play it with the first and second inversion options easily and quickly so that you can play your songs easier. Start with your root position, G, B, D. And then start instead on the second note of the chord, which is B. That's called the first inversion. Now move to the next choice, which is to start on the D. That's called the second inversion. Now when you move again up to the next note, which is G, you're actually back where you started. So there are only three choices: root position, and the first inversion starting on the next note, the middle note, which is now became the bottom note. Switching one more time starting on D, and back to root position. So go all the way up your piano and all the way down your piano. Down. And then hit them all together at the same time. This way you can study and feel the shape of which fingers are correct to use in that spot. And I'm going to show you that. Just remember, this is how you're going to play them. And when you reach, let's do one more, come back down. Notice what fingers I'm using. Sometimes I use my middle finger, and sometimes I have to use my index finger. And the reason for that is because of the way the hand is shaped. It'll be different on each hand. For the left hand, the first inversion plays with still the middle finger, but the second inversion is where you change and use your index finger. And the opposite happens in the right hand, of course, because we don't have thumbs on the left side of both hands. Instead, we have this mirror image where the thumbs are in the center of the piano, towards the center of the piano. So in the right hand, it just so happens that when I play the G chord, it's the first inversion that I need my second finger because of the way the keys are shaped, because of the way the hand is shaped. All right, so this particular shape here, this first inversion, fits my index finger for my right hand, but it fits my middle finger for my left hand. And it's just the opposite when I'm playing the second inversion. On the second inversion, my right hand holds the middle finger nicely, and my left hand has to use the index finger on that same exact inversion, that second inversion. Pay attention to this so that you can play effortlessly. You do not want to struggle during your song to remember how to play a chord or where to play the chord or where is my hand out on the piano, or to not only have difficulty in not being quick enough to get there and memorize it with the shape and the feeling of where you're at, but also the injury to your hand you can cause when you're playing the piano the wrong way. If I think I need to use my second finger on this one, I'm causing undue necessary stress in the hand here and the bones, the muscles and the bones. So likewise with the right hand, I don't want to be using the third finger, well, with either hand. I don't want to use the third finger when I should be using the second finger. So pay attention to the correct way. Again, it's left hand. Let's go back to G chord. Okay, root position, first inversion, left hand, second inversion, left hand uses second finger, index finger. Whereas the right hand, make sure you play your exercises this way, middle finger, then the second finger, the index finger there on that inversion, and back to the middle finger on the second inversion. All right, so there you have it. Makes it a lot easier to enjoy your piano playing.